All right. Welcome, masses. Dapper here. Welcome back to the One Name Podcast. We have the return of the prodigal son, Mr.
Him,
Hotskull Edge.
me see him, man. Me see him, man. We never gone nowhere now, but you don't know the thing, go.
Yeah.
Ready. Ready for review some good ball game we play.
Yeah, man. The World Cup start heat up. The good team, them are face off now. All of the risk and the reward is right up front, and elimination time. First game we see was the Great Americans. Bring them.
No, the young Americans, not the great Americans. The young Americans.
Listen, we in America, they were great because they made it out the group. You hear me? I said my only CONCACAF team will make it out.
England helped them out.
Yeah, well, either way, only CONCACAF team will make it out, and they had to face the Netherlands side. I will say, as much as me not really to support the American team, the midfield show up. They had probably one of the best midfield trios in the tournament with Musa, McKennie, and Tyler Adams. But Netherlands are just a more talented, better organized team and catch a little 3-1,
Let me tell you, one thing we need to say about US. US need a true number 9. If them need, they could have done well with a Josie Altidore in that tournament.
But here's the thing though, and even you can even use Josie as an example. There's a ton of teams, club and international, that can use a real number 9. They join the line. They in the first, they in the last. There's a ton of teams that could have really used that. So yeah, I think a 9 would have made the difference. But to me, their biggest problem was in defense. They never got tested versus England, so they were a bad example. They have a good keeper. They have good left back, right back. But the center of them defense, if they can get a leader there, it'll be different.
Yeah, maybe they need to go black in the back.
Maybe. The next game on that day there was Argentina versus Australia.
Lord, if Dalika, well, I thought he was Aborigine, but I think he's a migrant. But if him did score, boy, it would have turned the game on the head. 2-1, 2-1 victory for Argentina.
Yeah, they didn't look as good as, especially for some of the teams that proceeded later. But they did have a ton of shots on goal, and the keeper was playing pretty well. Most say really well because he did sell out the goal. But yeah, Argentina didn't look impressive.
Shout out to Australia for showing up to the tournament. Shout out to them.
Oh, and well, not shout out, but just a mention for Mr. Lautaro Higuain, because that's not the Lautaro we have seen at the Serie A over the last couple of years. He looks bad. Like,
boy.
Even though look like everybody, as we just mentioned, you have all of these teams looking for a number 9, club teams included, and you look on Lautaro, who is Inter have a bunch of good strikers over there. So I say Lautaro, him young, him Argentinian, him cool with Messi. We could see him doing at this tournament. Him lose money.
him carry him shadow come at World Cup.
Well, yeah, me no know. It reminded me a lot of Higuain. I know all of a sudden Argentina fans, they must say Messi don't have enough help before the tournament start. This is the strongest team Argentina ever feel. But we shall see.
The same team will beat Brazil and win. What that trophy they were then saying win? Where there?
The Copa?
Not the Copa.
Yeah, it was the Copa. You win the Copa, man.
The trophy, no man, the trophy where they must say one more international trophy to his
Oh, they look a friendly match with Italy.
Yes.
No, that no count. No, we not. We have integrity on this podcast.
ESPN counted it.
Well, ESPN are idiot. Nobody counts that. Look a friendly match. But the following day, we had Poland with them defensive tactics. We as a space side with Mr. Watless
Boy, I
Lewandowski.
bet I didn't make our next team go through that. Because, bro, no, you know what Poland remind me of in that game there? They remind me of the 7-0 Costa Rica when show up to the Spain game.
Boy,
Like,
listen, man. Truthfully, them shouldn't get them shouldn't be there at all because the win with them win, which put them through, was the Saudi Arabia game. And it was a mistake. And it was a mistake and a penalty. Them did get, I don't know. But them not playing no attacking football at all. Them not playing no possessive football. Them just some white boy running on the field. So waste of space, knock them out, go home. And me say Mbappe, even though we know.
yeah, not a fan. I do and weird son that. You know the point.
Yo, nah.
Yeah. Like
Nah. But yo, the man, he's probably, other than maybe Bruno, which we're going to talk about later, he's probably the best playing player in this tournament, man. Right now, even if them lose out at the semis, unless Neymar put on a masterclass for the rest of the tournament, which we talk about him too, because him on the same team as Messi and Neymar, even if him not win it, if them win Champions League, Mbappe will get the ball. I saw him play so far. Saw him play to me.
Yeah. Like let's not judge the individual. Let's judge the player, right? The man I play lights out, dog. The man take some shot there with me. I said, blow. Like him put it where it's like you couldn't pick up the ball and put the ball at a better spot to beat the keeper. Pan them 2 shots there in another game there.
There is the Portugal game today where the boy scored the first goal. That's the kind of shots. There's a belief when him shoot the ball. There's a trueness to him strike. Or he must say, yo, this is going in.
Yeah, that I got bust in it. Yep.
The man hit the ball pure. It remind me, well, not on the same level as Ronaldo, but I saw Ronaldo used to strike the ball. And I say, yo, keeper touch that pepper finger.
I got broke. Man, I got broke. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and then shout out to Mr. Giroud, of course, because he broke Henry record. So give him props for that. You know, and probably to me, one of the most underrated striker of our generation. There's a lot of things where Giroud do. He was consistently getting 10, 15 goals a season for Arsenal, them dash him way. People forget, before him reaching England, you know, he won the league with a Lorient team in France. He never played for the big boys. He never played for PSG. He never played for Lyon.
Exactly.
He played for Lorient. Them side, they had no side. And him lead them to a league title. Come at Arsenal. Did well for them for years. Them dash him away when them get Aubameyang and Laka. Then them no make Champions League since then. Him go to Chelsea. Win Champions League, win Europa League with Chelsea. I think the only thing them never win was a league title with him there. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to check. And then him do everything with France while him wear a Chelsea jersey. Yeah, I forget the man in flowers. Film resume. I know him at the top scorer for France. Film resume look way better than certain man. I remember too. Last but not least, he left Chelsea, and everybody was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go on him look a retirement tour," because he left pretty much as a free agent.
Exactly. And the man
go to Milan.
Italy go say, "Oh, Giroud what?"
Giroud man lead the front line and then win a title for the first time in 10 years. So at the end of the day, like him or not, you might think he's slow on him now. Man is a winner.
Yes, man have a championship pedigree. You know something in a film wheat is when I eat a man time.
Listen,
boy, him know if win trophy. Yo, if you want to win a trophy, just go buy Giroud.
Listen, man, he's the number 9 where a lot of teams would have liked, but they don't appreciate it. Because I say, oh, I'm slow, but him build up play and the way him finishing at the ball and how him is a predator in the box. Remember, for years, Him was known for just be a little flick finish. You remember
Yep.
that ball I
Yep.
roll in all the way, but flick it off at the side and foot a chip up. Respect for Mr. Giroud. That's the end of that. That's what they do. I'll get to. The next game was the Lions of Taranga versus the Three Lions. And boy, the African lion them never show up, even though there's no lions in England. But we leave that alone. Anyway, but yes, they
No,
get that shit.
there's lion heads in England where them thief from. They kill it and go for a hunting expedition and bring home lion head.
Hey, see him some.
So taxidermy.
Bring them on boat and all them something.
Yeah.
Maybe some mountain lion. I don't know. Well, anyway, yeah, man, England take care of business. Hurricane finally off the mark. But reversing just a little bit, I was surprised. Well, first thing first, before we even reach us up. Well wishes to Sterling, hopefully in family safe, everything all right. But that not right. You see me, I represent the country. Me know thief and murder and really business.
No remorse, no.
Yeah,
no.
They might not even have no TV or no money for going to a pub. So them not really too business, but at the same time, you know, you represent your country on such a big global stage for you say your family in danger. You know what I mean? Like that I saw the black man them get treated still. Cause they would have never robbed Ford and Hurricane. And
why they never go invade Hurricane house?
Anyways, now I put no ill wishes for nobody. Just Sterling, keep your head up, my G. But going to the team sheet with Sterling out, look like Mr. Southgate learned him lesson, and that's where Mason Mount, the man enough a touch field. He's in terrible form. He probably shouldn't even make it by a tournament.
Terrible form for club, terrible form for country.
But then bring in Foden, put him on the left side, and then on the right side, surprising but not surprising, him jog back for Saka and put back Rashford on the bench. Did he surprise at that as I was?
Yeah, especially after where Rashford gone with the goal. Someone said like, no, don't get me wrong. Maybe I don't know because he did another thing to him jog for Walker also.
Yeah, but Walker was the plan. Like Walker as the matchup sets up with France and England. You wanted to give Walker the game time because his next game, like him play against Ismail Assar, which is a speed dribbler kind, him is not anything close to Mbappe, but you needed to give Walker the game time to go face Mbappe in the next match.
So you prefer if you as an England fan, let's talk about as an England fan, do you prefer Walker as your right back over Trippier?
Yeah. Just on the basis of speed and experience. You have
to remember, say, what kind of injury Walker come off of?
I don't think it was muscle. I think wasn't that knock? I don't even remember. I don't know. I'm going to keep up with Man City, man. But either way, the man healthy. I'm just saying that Walker on the right side is also the reason I feel like Saka have to start. Because Saka is better defensively than Rashford is. You see what I say? Because remember, Saka at one point, when he just did that Burkina Arsenal, he was playing left back. So Saka knew how to work. Maybe them work on it in a practice, when I said. Maybe him work with Walker in terms of the running back and the communication because it's going to take the two of them for Mark Mbappe.
Yeah, but Rashford...
Trippier too slow. Too slow and Rashford ain't going to do it.
But I don't think Saka is it against Mbappe though.
He's not there to go one-on-one. He's there to help. I'm just, to me, because of Saka's work rate, I think he's a better fit for what England want to do offensively and defensively. That's not even talking about his wing play. I'm just saying, offensively and defensively, Saka gives you more than a more offensive-minded Rashford, to me. So I see it. Let's see if it works. That's the key question. Is it going to work? Because on the flip side, France have probably, other than Brazil, probably got the best defense in the tournament. So that's all
Yeah,
good worrying
yeah.
about Mbappe.
Brazil have defensive problems right now because they don't the true right back what them have in them flip him to the left, right, and then I start a center back at right back.
Well, that's I forget his name where they are Juve. He's injured. But we don't reach president. Hold on. But yes, for England, Hurricane off the mark. And that Monday, he's been playing really, really well. And with them dash right, Mason Mount now, then bring in Henderson for put beside Rice. I move Billingham up front. I'm Billingham is shining.
That is the move that changed it for them. Because if they had stuck with that Mount in the midfield and leaving Bellingham back, because now Mount off gives Bellingham the space, and you see what Bellingham does when he's
It's so funny the way how Bellingham plays because he's more of a central midfielder. He's not a camp like Mount is a camp, but because Bellingham is more of a central midfielder, he plays funny enough like Bruno. He can get back into the midfield for help, but then he'll move forward and push the ball forward, and then he has better passing than Mount, so he can lay it off. He can drive. He has the size and can put in a tackle.
Yes, that's what they needed. They didn't need like I feel like if what's his name was LT, if Calvin Phillips was LT, they probably would have played Calvin Phillips alongside Rice.
Yeah, but then I don't think if Calvin Phillips was healthy, Southgate wouldn't have played Bellingham because he's stubborn. He wouldn't have played Bellingham.
So he would have kept Mount in front of them too.
Right. Until the second or third game. And then the movement and fluidity that they have in attack, they wouldn't even see it. So, good thing the injury happened. Now you have Henderson kind of holding up the space. And then Phillips can jump in. You know what I mean? So, anyways, they're through. They have another headache for about on the weekend. But that ain't really my business. The next game, why? The Samurai Blue, man. Samurai Warriors. Them should have won that game.
They put up a fight. They should have. They should have, bro. Like they did themselves proud up until the penalty shootout.
They did. They played to me like there were only two games that were set up for the upset. This and the Morocco game, which we still talk about. But this one was really set. We're like, yo, Japan is a more offensive team. They're more even in terms of perception. Because can go on and they had Croatia to the sword, but Croatia known for make hold on through the midfield and go on pass, and once it did extra time, them just lock up shop.
Yeah.
And our 2 or 3 game them winning at the last World Cup by penalty shootout.
By penalties, yes. So they have been there. They know how to get there. But now with these old tired legs, moving forward, Madrid just played 98 minutes in that game?
More than that, because that's why the coach took him off, because you have to include the extra time then. He played up maybe 115, 120 minutes. Because you have to remember them had 5-6 minutes.
Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
That's why the coach subbed him, because he was like, yo, you're not going to play 2.5 hours of football. Nah, that you have to save your legs, win, lose, or draw. Because they're going to have to start the next game.
Yes.
And their opponents the next game is the young blood them at Brazil.
Oh, Lord. Oh, you know the crazy thing? Boy. The Real Madrid man them in a midfield versus Vinicius. Vinicius is gonna lick his lips, boy. Cause him run around them Monday in a training. He run past Madrid in a training every day. So no forget him for the other team. Like
well, the good thing about it is Madrid's not to worry about Vinicius, right? And them left back and right back and pour them. Them have Vinicius on one side,
And probably Richarlison.
Rafinha upon the other side.
Rafinha,
Richarlison
yeah.
through the middle and then Neymar in behind. Problem that.
Jesus.
The thing what's funny about it is Modric and Kovacic are going to be facing. Remember, Kovacic came from Real Madrid.
Yeah.
They're going to be facing off versus Casemiro. That's going to be funny. Casemiro going to be like, sorry, fellas. You know?
I know we battled together, but this is for the World Cup. I don't know you until after the game.
Yeah, after the game we just shake and good little swan song for you, but at my time now, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. But well, more on the game, Brazil boy. Me did see some Van Gaal comments saying, you know, is a counter-attacking display, which is true, but you take what the side gives you. If Korea wanted to attack us, we don't need to break them down in terms of traditional. We can just use the speed we got.
Exactly.
But yeah, it was murder.
So what Van Gaal is trying to say, Brazil can't break a team down? The mighty Brazil can't break a team down? Are you serious?
So what they, based on the comments that were being said, right? First of all, let's say this. Van Gaal was being asked this by the Dutch media about the Dutch team, and he's only answering questions that he was asked. He ain't going out of his way to shit on Brazil, right? Them ask him, did you see the game? He's like, I saw part of it, but they're a counter-attacking team, very similar to us. But the difference is when they play, everybody can't fit them football beautiful. But when we play and we put 20 passes to score a goal, it's not allowed the same way, which he is right. That's what he said. Now, it sounds like he's saying Brazil can't, but that's when you take pieces of the comments, you know? But
yeah, but in a scenario like that, when you look at, because you know media is gonna
he don't care. He don't care. I mean, that was the main thing.
I know
Van Gaal been like that. You know that from long time.
Yeah, when the man do the flap on the side, I feel. Remember that? He's not showing enough emotion. Is that enough emotions for you?
Van Gaal not really business about the media at the end of the day, and that's one thing that a lot of great coaches have. If you believe in me, it's me on. It's us versus everybody else. So at the end of the day, he's like, I can say whatever I want to the media. The media at the end of the day don't care about us. These fans, they only care about us if we perform. But if you believe in my tactics, Mourinho stay the same way. Zidane and all of the great coaches you can think about in modern football. It's always us versus them.
Yep.
Make me stand up in front of everybody and take the bullet then. But just
go play the game.
So me not have no problem with Van Gaal. Anyways, back to Brazil. Yes, complete performance. Neymar finally back. And the offense where everybody did say, oh, Brazil only scored 3 goals so far in the tournament and then lose the last game. All of a sudden, first half, bang, 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 bang.
They answered the critics. They answered them. That's all that was. And the crazy thing is, they had mercy on Korea. They could have scored.
Easy.
They could have easily scored 8 goals that game, bro.
I feel like it was a respect.
It was
a respect. But I remember Korea's coach is a former Brazilian international. He left after the game done, but he's a respecting. Yo, we don't want to be too crazy. We jump up 4. We're good. We're true. We just no bug up. But shout out to Korea. Even down 4 in the second half, they knew that the one piece of pride they could have sent home with your fans is they could get a goal. And they kept pushing the thing forward. And they got their goal. The only thing it looked like them say, yo, son now scored.
Yo, that was crazy. Yo. I had a bet on Son and Richarlison to have goals. And once Richarlison scored me, I say, yes, all right, Son, see it now. Son get a blowout goal, dog. You know, I don't know what happened, dog. He looked like he just, no.
His confidence hasn't been there. And that's,
No,
again, if you look on it, Mount, confidence hasn't there, been playing bad. Son, same thing. I mean, Son means more to Korea than Mount does to England. But when I say, when you're out of farm, you're out of farm.
yeah.
Another player that we're going to mention a little later was out of farm too. And the coach, you have to learn team lesson. But we don't reach this again. Anyways, yeah, South Korea did themselves proud. They went in the Gonguk Warriors or something like so. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. But
What? Yeah, I forgot call JR upon that. But yo, listen, me not feel sorry for no team when I drop out, cause no, upwards of 20 million them I get for reach knockout round.
I me not
I,
feel
I,
bad, but
I whole heap of money that for add to the program, So just imagine, right?
well,
Imagine all that lick.
yes, yes and no. Because other than Senegal, none of the other countries I feel like that are there is that
Needed
money.
that money.
Yeah, it's not gonna make much difference to them. Like if we did attack, because 20 million, because remember, out of the 20 million, you still have to pay everybody and cover your travel arrangements and stuff like that. Like, you know, FIFA set up, they ain't 20 million out of their money. That's not how that works. That's not off the top end.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, that money, yeah, it's gonna go far, but that might be a building and a parking lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So it go far, but for Senegal, it'll make a bigger difference than it will for Korea. Korea has excellent resources to do what they need to do. So, you know, and a bigger team, one of them European team, that 20 mil is just wages.
A monkey money that, yeah, monkey
Yeah,
money.
yeah, yeah. And then what's this? Lastly, we had the games today. The upset that I picked. I don't know who listened to the
Yeah,
last episode.
I
You know,
had it. I had Morocco. So the crazy thing is, my bracket got bust when Japan lose to Croatia.
okay.
Other than that, I picked everything else right. Like I had Morocco beaten, but I really had Morocco beating Spain 1-0, just knocking one in and just frustrate the hell out of them. Because they did frustrate the hell out of
Yeah.
Spain, but they had some good, decent attack. They had a couple breakaways that if these idiots if they had shoot the ball, like just
They
shoot.
there's a big drop off for them with in the series is a forward we play, I think a Sevilla and play for in a La Liga. The backup striker, because he came on and he was fresh, he was putting pressure, but it's clearly drop off in a quality. It's like Arsenal. Arsenal lose Jesus to a knee injury. I know them I look upon Nketiah.
Enketia.
It ain't the same levels. You know what I mean? Like you'll get the
Nah.
work, but it's not gonna be with the
But
build up.
it,
It's not gonna be with the
but
finishing.
here's the difference with I don't even know. I don't even want to dwell on the Premier League right now. But here's the difference between Enketia and Jesus. Jesus play like how you play. He dropped deep into the midfield. So now they're gonna have to relearn how to play without them number nine dropping deep in the midfield to come help out.
But
'Cause much,
here's what I will say with that, right? You're right. We're not stay upon there. It wasn't really to the benefit of Arsenal for Jesus to drop deep. The only
no, it
person,
wasn't.
the only person that really helped out with was him and Martinelli. Him and Martinelli, like a lot of his assists went to Martinelli because he dropped deep and he do a 1-2, you know, the Brazilian connection. But Odegaard got the whole attacking midfield covered. You know much chance him dash with Odegaard?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying
I look for somebody else instead
right.
of
I'm
taking the
not
shot.
saying Nketiah is better, but he ain't gonna be in the midfield looking for no 1-2. So we'll see how it works out. But that's an Arsenal problem, that's a Premier League problem. Anyways, back to Morocco. Shout out to the Africans, them. First, the fourth African team ever to make it to the quarterfinals. The first since 2002. I know some of them don't really count themselves as African. They count themselves as Southern Europeans, but
since 2002,
2010. Sorry, 2010, not 2002. 2010 with Ghana make it.
Was it 2010 or 98?
No. 2010 Ghana make it. That was the handball game with Suarez. And then before that was 2002 with
Okay.
Senegal. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to the Morocco. I believe they were going to win the whole time. They looked the better team. Spain literally were playing like Manu and a Vanguard. That'd be a sideways thing them did that. Like there was no at one point.
Morocco came in with a plan, bro. They put that number 17 on Busquets' back and say, yo, me not care what you want to do. Shadow Busquets.
Yeah, I mean the plan is simple. You have all of these super old. You have Rodri playing on the position only because they want to incorporate Busquets. Right? So he's like, okay, so you have an out of position defensive midfielder, and then you have an old defensive midfielder. If we put pressure on him, like them not playing aside. Like the Spain hype was so hilarious to me. He's like, we never really watched the game.
Remember after the first group stage game when I told you Spain ain't that good? Remember when I told you?
Me and you on the same ends. Costa Rica gave up. There's a difference between your side give up, them just say, all right, you catch me on a bad day, it done. Versus a quality team. Because look on Costa Rica, the other two game them. That wasn't a fair reflection of Costa Rica's quality or Spain's quality.
No, it wasn't. Because then you kind of see the true quality of Spain when they started playing the other games.
Them score, after that, the 7-0 game, them score 2 goals the rest of the tournament. 2. So how good were they? 1-1 versus Germany, lose 2-1 versus South Korea. And then no scoring at this Morocco game. They weren't that good. Sorry. When it set a much record for passing and this, that, and the third. Yeah, you get hype up.
Where's that record at now, boys?
I bet them would have loved if that game they did end 1-0 and then could have spread out the goal them over the other game. I bet they would have loved that. But hindsight is 2020. And the last game in the group, we have to mention it.
Lord of His mercy.
Portugal versus Switzerland.
What the Portugal coach name?
Fernando Santos.
Bravo to you, my friend. You finally realized that this team cannot make it far in the tournament unless we play with 11 players. So him decide to play with 11 players, not 10.2, but 11. Right? Because no dog. Yo.
It's 10.7, all
right? Nah, 7 is too much for that man right now, bro. Like, come on. Yo, bro.
Oh, wait. Before, I'm going to let you go on, but we get the prefix. So, for anybody that wasn't keeping up with the news as much as I am, so, during the Korea game, Ronaldo started. Now, if you look at all of the other big team there, France, Brazil, heavy rotation, because Portugal already qualified. Heavy rotation for your side for that last game.
Mm-hmm.
Portugal entire side get rotated, with the exception of Cristiano.
Yes.
So me personally, I look at me, it's like, yeah, you want to give him because he's chasing records, you want to give him the game time. But don't you want to rest him for the knockout stage? Let him do a cameo. Don't give him the start. In my head. Why is he with the second teamers? But nobody never registered that. But they say, maybe I think too far night. Anyways, 60-something minute forward.
He got subbed.
Coach said, yo, you have to come off of the field. Korea player said to him, yo, hurry up. And turn to the man and say, yo, who you talk to? You ain't the coach, you ain't the ref, I have to listen to you. And then when he walk off of the field now, him say, yo, why you in a hurry to sub me? But the coach never hear. So the media asked the coach after the game, yo, do you see Ronaldo's outburst? And him say, oh, no, man, I just the Korea man did say something to him, man, you know? Like, not worry about that. And he did it. Couple days later, I guess the coach now going to the locker room after the game or the next day and see the recording and see the camera, they might catch him at Ronaldo and talk to him. The coach come out now a couple of days later. Yo, did you see the Ronaldo recording? Yeah, I did see it, and you know that's something we never really too like. And you know, there's something we have to handle internally. That sounds very, very similar to how Mr. Ten Hag did after that talk the whole season.
Yes. But hear what? Hear what help him out so very much. Hear what help him out so much. You see the fact that him go for youth and put in there the 21-year-old and the man
We don't reach us yet. We don't reach us yet. But here's the thing, right? Ronaldo, in his interview where he had with Mr. Pierce Morgan, he said he was being disrespected by Ten Hag. The problem was communication. He said, if a team is relying on me but communicates how it's supposed to work, it wouldn't be a problem. He feels disrespected. Mind you, 3 out of the last 4 games them where he played for Man U, he started. So how big is the disrespect if you're a player? But no problem.
and add a captain's armband on your shoulder, on your
Right.
arm.
But no problem. I'm forward now for this game. And it was communicated very fine because he was on the bench. And then him dragged for the 21-year-old. Now, me, that surprised me. Because I'm looking at Portugal squad and I say, boy.
They got another striker.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, damn, you couldn't, ain't nobody else you could have dragged for. You really go drag for this. I'm not saying unknown, right? And play for Benfica. He's a good player. But I'm like, yo, you couldn't drag for Leo and try a thing with Joe and Leo. You know what I mean? Like, them still have Andre Silva, which is a very good name, but he's been kind of out of form with RB's Leipzig. But he's a bigger profile than Ramos.
You know what the coach did with that?
Bravery.
Not only bravery, he's showing what he wants out of his striker. Like, this is what, me need you to press with the rest of the team. Me don't want nobody who will walk around like you think you're a superstar and you can't run.
Listen, man. Listen, you are 1,000% correct. The man, at the first, me not lie to you. I haven't seen Joe Felix play like that since the preseason when he did just move to Atletico Madrid.
But you know what that does? You know what that does with him benching Ronaldo? It send a message to the rest of the player them. Say, yo, buy into the system or sit down on the bench. Because here what happened. If we lose, guess who I get fired?
You sound very similar to Ten Hag. But out of that, here's another funny thing. So there was a big vote in Portugal's version of the Gleaner, the Star. And Portuguese fans countrymen were asked, would you want Ronaldo to start? 70% of the fans of this particular newspaper said no. 70%. They clearly see that it is not a reputation thing. It's not a history thing. It is a current thing. We need the best chance to win. And then the man, I'm not gonna lie still, as me say, Fernando Santos picked somebody that I didn't expect.
And nobody expected him to start.
And then within the first 25 minutes, that man put a shot where me not see Ronaldo score since Real Madrid days. That man put that thing in the corner 90, that chip off paint off of the post. We couldn't believe when we look at it at first, like when the first shot, me like, okay, brave. When that thing clack open.
Yeah, man. The man bust it like how you bust a Mossberg shotgun and that kick. When the power will come out of that. Man.
That alone, Santos say. See it there.
Yep.
That's it.
Do you need any more proof?
See that? And I said, I'm going to look for it. I never see it. I don't know if he did it. But the entire team run down to the corner flag to celebrate with the young youth because I'm first World Cup goal, first this, that, and the third. I didn't see it. But I definitely saw when Pepe scored, me see him get up and
yes.
with Pepe.
Me never see him get up for the something there goal. The 21-year-old goal. I did not. All me see is the camera pan to him and him there on the bench with him hand upon him chin. When Pepe scored, he was one of the first ones down there hugging Pepe.
Right, but what may I say is because the camera was set up because I'm gonna show the crowd. I don't know if he was in there and then him go back to the bench and then the camera pan to him. So I don't want to
Come on,
say he wasn't there.
come on. Ronaldo ain't that fast, bro. His old age. No, don't
No,
do
no, no,
that.
no, 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 no. It wasn't. It wasn't in the same frame. They
No, me
showed.
know, me know, me know, me
Yeah,
know.
they showed the celebrations and then them show the replay and then after the replay, them show Ronaldo upon the bench. He could have walked back. It's not far. So me don't know. But either way, me I say, me know when after the first one in the Bex, after the second one, he was like, damn.
No, I gotta get up. No, I gotta get up. No, I can't get my spot back. No, I can't. Let me just let them carry me. Let me just let them carry me to a World Cup now.
the third one, boy, I'm just saying, yo, any minutes me get, yo, man.
Yeah, me take it. But another, enough about him. Because enough about him.
Right.
Let's talk about the rest of the squad.
Right.
Cancelo got benched.
Right. And
is he carrying a knock?
No. So the coach said, and when after the game where they were trying to ask him to explain why our friend never started, he said, well, Ronaldo's not the only high-profile player that didn't start. Exactly. Cancelo also didn't start, and he said, I felt, this is his word, he said, I felt Dallo offered me more of what I wanted. So he put Guerrero on one side and put Dallo on the other side. But you have to also remember, Dallo got an assist in the last game.
Yeah.
We're talking about a confident dude. I remember within the group chat, everybody hype up Dumfries. I'm going to say, Dallo can do that, but he has a different responsibility at Man U. And Dallo get one assist the last game. And for this game, and get another assist.
Yep. A more crucial game. Shout out to the coach.
Shout out to the Man U man them, because Bruno get another assist. Dallo get him assist. You know what I mean? Like, the man they were confident, they playing. And they doing what they supposed to do. 6 was, you said Brazil did have mercy. Portugal no care. All the man they were forward on the field. The man them actually prove themselves.
Leo is still trying to make it into the starting lineup. So you think he's...
And no spot no their team.
Exactly. So guess what's going to happen? Now, Mr. Goat, sir, you better hurry up and take it 2 million from the Saudi then before then decide, say, so we want Curry Goat or Curry Lamb. So here what? We have to go save $1 million, Million alone we can. Yo, my sister texted me today after the game. My sister, she listened to the podcast. She texted me. She said, what happened to your boy today? What happened? She's the one that actually said he needs to hurry up and take that 2 million before, because his price is dropping and it's dropping fast.
And I would say the same thing I said to you that I said to her. I said his contract is a marketing contract, baby. It's not a playing contract. So it don't even matter. It don't matter. They're not buying him for him to score 80 goals. They're buying him for marketing. That. So it don't matter. He can do whatever he wants. He can go over there, get injured, dip on the bench, do some ad. That's it. They're not trying to sell out stadium and sell jersey. They don't care about him playing. I had the same conversation with my father. We talk about, he gave up the money for Man U, blah, 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 blah. You say him too, greedy, whatever. But this is the truth of the matter. If Ronaldo wanted, he can say, hey, Bayern, I'm going to take 150,000 from you for the next 6 months. I'm going to play with you for 6 months. You rotate me. You play me as needed in the Champions League. We're going to win the league. I'm going to be the first striker, first player that's going to win the Spanish league, the English league. Hold on. The Spanish league, the English league, the Italian league, and the German league. And if I win a Champions League, no matter where, if Portugal get knockout or anything, if I win a Champions League, all right, this is going to give me my best chance to win a Champions League. I go out on top. And then in the summer, because it's a marketing contract from the Saudis, it don't matter when you go. What's the difference between 2 years and a year and a half contract? Nothing. Maybe what, 20, 30 million? He's still going to get a bunch of money.
I still think he's shopping himself, though.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying, he could still say, yo, Bayern, I'll take a big cut, try to win the league, try to win the league and the Champions League.
But
6 months' time.
He ain't going to do it.
But here's the funny thing about it. If he wins the league with Germany, in Germany, and then win, I fancy winning that, but he win the league, and then let's say somehow he win the Champions League, right? That would give you more money when you go to Saudi Arabia. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can say you're going to get less time on the contract, but still make the same money.
He's not thinking that way, because his foolish self still think he's at the top of his game. He still think he's one of the best players in the world.
He still want best player money. That's not how it works.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not in any kind of form. So even if we're gonna look past, oh yeah, he's 38 or 37, whatever he is. Are you scoring goals? No. Are you helping the team to score goals? No. So why should I be paying you 500,000 a week again? For what? So I could sell jerseys?
Sell jerseys.
Because the reason why I say he's not gonna take a pay cut, bro, is the mere fact that he's gonna say, yo, I'm gonna sell you jerseys. That's number one. So it's like his notoriety is killing him. Because no, his game is not speaking for itself, right?
Yo.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. But
yeah, his game is not speaking for itself. So don't get me wrong, he did a lot for the game, bro. Because he did things that I don't think a lot of other players would ever do that. Like, or just the fact of the longevity he's had over, you see what I'm saying? And he's done it in multiple leagues and all this. Like, don't get me wrong, Messi doing it in Uber Eats league is not it. So I say this to say that, like, bro, take your swan song and leave with your reputation, bro, before you because now you're crumbling in front of the world, bro.
What I feel, and the reason why I'm bringing up the Bayern Munich thing, just to kind of close out the topic, was because we all team them strong right now in the World Cup. The odds are upon your side, right? But getting a Bayern move, and Bayern is just the example, right? I don't know where else out there, but taking that pay cut for like 6 months for one of them side, making that gives you 2 more opportunities to kind of pad your greatness stats. You can say either I won another league or I had a shot at the Champions League. Then you go out. Getting fired by Man U and then getting knocked out in the World Cup is not how Ronaldo should be moving off to his second career. That's not what I want to see for my ball. You know what I mean? That's just me. Like, it would have been smarter to move that way there, but
he's not letting it play out. He's not. He's still, like I said, he's not realizing. Maybe it's his ego, bro.
It is. And the ego that's brought you a lot of winnings, but at the end of the day, this is what he's not realizing. At your age now, you're not setting your price. The market sets your price. And he's still thinking, no, I'm Ronaldo. And they're just like, yeah, but you're not worth what you're asking for our team.
Exactly.
So that's it.
Basically what the clubs are saying, yo, you're asking for Mbappe price. You're asking for Mbappe money, but you're not giving us Mbappe production. So why should I pay you again?
Speaking of Mr. Mbappe, we could just move through this very swiftly. We had our quarterfinals, right?
Yes.
What are your picks? We're putting this on wax. First matchup is Netherlands, Argentina. Picks and score.
It's gonna be 3-2 Netherlands.
3-2 Netherlands. I got it. I got it 2-1 Argentina. So we differ right there. Croatia, Brazil, of course.
I got it 4-1 Brazil.
Yeah, I'll go 3-1. France, England.
France, England. It's
Whew,
gonna be.
it's
I
a tough
feel
one.
like I feel like it go to penalties.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
what's the score before penalties?
2-2.
I got a 2-1 France. Who winning? You didn't say who win by penalties.
Uh, France, because Harry Kane gonna miss his penalty and he gonna make
That's one man me know and I miss. And lastly, Morocco, Portugal.
Portugal. Portugal got too much talent not to get past Morocco.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a tough game. I do have that one.
Especially because Morocco went the full distance in Spain. Like it's bro, like I'm sorry, but all them players don't got the money to have hyperbolic chambers to recover in time. They got manual facilities.
Nah, you know what it is too. All the energy that they put out, they
In the
didn't.
Spain game.
Yeah, they didn't have as many substitutions because they had the whole lot of intensity the whole time. Like Spain were still dangerous, even though they got passed sideways. But moving on to the egg ball off the football. What happened to your Giants, my guy? What was that? What happened? What happened?
Yo, listen, I'm gonna look at the positive side of things and say a draw is better than a loss
Oh, okay. All right.
because, bro, the Giants. I had a parlay. I had a, bro. I had a 10 game parlay, and when I made that bet, all the teams were winning, including the Giants. The Giants were on 20 points, and every other team won except for the Giants. Oh, dude, bro, I no, don't get me wrong. Washington defense got better because what's the name is back, but dog, I don't see yo, the best division in football, bro.
By far, by far, by far. I don't want to hear nothing from anybody else in any divisions. The Steelers divisions or what's the one that's the one with the Patriots and the Bills. That's decent, but they got teams 500 in there. We ain't they no 500 teams over here.
None, not one,
I mean, no
right?
losing records, no 500 teams. It's war. Every year it's just war.
And guess what? A lot of the games remaining is within this division.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh Lord,
So did you see my team? We go back to that before we go to the next part. You see my team? You see my team moving?
I thought at one point I thought it was a college game I was watching when I saw the
Yo,
score.
they man, they hold the court.
54. 54 points. Yo, these are pros, bro. You did that to pros.
Listen, man. You know the best thing about it? Just like we did talk about with Brazil, the points are coming from everywhere. Everybody
Yes.
has scored.
Yeah.
Pollard has scored.
But all right. So
Zeke.
on this note, right? Since we are on the Cowboys with the star on their helmet, right? Odell kind of shoot himself in the foot for whichever team he might go because of the foolishness going on the plane, even though he didn't get arrested. But
Oh no,
that's a
that wasn't it. I read a report today. It's because his knee ain't healing how it's supposed to. It's not. It's not the plane thing had nothing to do with it. It really was.
yeah.
He not
But
rehab. He not rehabbing right.
he partying too much.
I don't know. It's probably just too soon for his injury.
Yeah. So then now let's move on to next. This is Pollard's last year. Remember that. So now you either gonna have to pay that man or let him go on the free agent market, or you're gonna have to reconstruct Zeke contract to pay him.
We're gonna have
But
to do what we're gonna have to do, man.
no, staying a little bit on the star topic. You your one-time biggest fan in LeBron James spoke about Mr. Jerry Jones saying, "No, I'm not like touch on race topic on sports because sports is
I
sports and
mean, we
race
two,
is
we
race."
we two black men on a podcast, man. Say what you need to say, dog.
Yeah, so LeBron did it in a political correct way, which he came out and he said, "Oh, so you guys asked me about Kyrie and this, that, and the third, but nobody gonna address the Jerry Jones situation." No, I don't care how long it has been, bro. Like, just like how you attacking all these other black players. Oh, you remember this picture in college? I remember when this happened down there, and now you criticizing the man and find hitting the man pockets, sponsors jumping off. They got it, but no. Here's the crazy thing: what are you gonna do to Jerry Jones? You're gonna tell him to turn over ownership to his son?
It's
He's
not
still
even. It's not even that. And the what LeBron was asking, or what LeBron, not what he's asking, what he brought attention to was, you guys are not even asking the question.
yes,
This
yes,
don't have the same way Kyrie's don't have nothing to do with me. This don't got nothing to do with me. That's one. That's the first thing. You asking me about a man way over there. I'm not the spokesperson. I'm not his father. I ain't even saying nothing. Why are you asking me about that? That's the first thing. Second thing, the same way y'all brought all this attention to Kyrie, all this heat to Kyrie about his comment, and why y'all ain't bring that attention to him? He's one of the owners that stay in the spotlight.
yes,
He's not one of
yes.
them behind the
But
scenes owners that be quiet and chilling. No, we see him every week.
exactly, exactly,
Why you not asking
exactly.
him the same questions? Why you not questioning? Why you not bringing out exposés? Why you not talking? Why we not having protests and all of that? Oh, because you didn't even ask the question of him for him to fully explain. You didn't do a deep dive. You didn't do nothing. It just dead. So he asked two questions. It wasn't PC. It's just showing the hypocrisy. Why are you
The,
asking me? Like, as LeBron, like, it don't matter who it is. Like, as, I don't know, Joker, yo, ask Antetokounmpo, yo, did you see the Kyrie? Why
but
are you asking me?
but you see the double standard where it comes in because all these Uncle Toms that we got on TV, namely Stephen A. Smith, right? As a Cowboy fan himself, right? When all this, remember, let's go back to the Kaepernick issue, right? No, we don't want to turn this into a race thing, but when Kaepernick did what he did, and them mans dragged Kaepernick through the mud, drag him through the mud, bro. And then when the Black Lives Matter movement came around, it, especially Ray Lewis, oh, I
Not
didn't
even that.
kneel.
We not even,
I
let's
was
not even
praying.
spread it out. We can focus it up. This is when I stopped watching Egg Ball, right? Just be clear. My owner, Jerry Jones, told the Cowboys they cannot kneel. I
Yes,
didn't forget that.
if you kneel, you're gonna be fined or suspended because
He said that. And remember,
yes,
as the most vocal owner, when he said that, that changed it's America's team. So if America's team ain't kneeling, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, it changes how everybody gonna take the issue.
you know that's why I'm not a fan of Dak Prescott. No, I don't wrong him for to do what he did because the man is trying to get paid, and you know what I mean. But he sucked up to Jerry Jones a little bit
Listen,
for
and
that
it's
contract.
the same way. And again, you can say Uncle Tom's, but at the end of the day, you got to take care of your home or house. You feel me?
Exactly,
So
exactly,
I know what I'm saying is the same way you're saying that, for Dak Prescott, and you're saying it for these guys in the media, dog, we don't own nothing.
we don't,
We got
we
to get
don't.
paid. Not only do they own the facility that we are working in, they
they
own the banks we getting paid from. They own in
exactly
the banks we putting our money in.
they they own the people asking the questions.
So at the end of the day, like, you trying to operate within the system, you can do what you can. Like, I can't fully curse out a Stephen A or anybody else in popular media, because if you followed up with a big report, let's say Stephen A, let's give him benefit of the doubt. The same way we can say he didn't, let's say he did. Let's say he came up with the report. Yo, I have 3 junior reporters in the Dallas area that's coming with this big expose. I want to do a 30-minute special, and he brings it up to ESPN. And ESPN, the VP just walked down. You preparing, you ready to do everything. VP walked down. Oh, let me see a preview of that.
Hell no.
I have a banquet next week with Jerry. I don't think we'd want to do this yet. Let me go talk to him. Let's just hold on to this one. And hold on means that dead.
But you see,
so
no.
I can't. I'm just saying, I can't shit on the black men in the media one way or the other, because I don't know. I know the pressures of when them.
I can, because they drag our own people through the mud. So,
but they also big them up too. It goes both ways. It goes both ways.
Let's look at what's the name when he got fired from ESPN. Remember when Paul Pierce got fired from ESPN? What did he got fired from?
He was doing some dumb shit. Come on.
He was, but
I'm not defending Paul Pierce. We're not gonna make it seem like they're on the same level.
Well, we're not. No, what I'm saying is, if Paul Pierce was speaking some truth, so the dumb shit that he did couldn't be excused because of what he had said on his shows previously.
You gotta play the game, dog.
So it was a bunch of strikes, and then the stripper story was just the last straw, I guess. They're like, all right, we finally find something to sack him for without asking any questions. You know what I mean?
I told you before, like, once one of these players, like, it's so big in our football community, watch-alongs, the same way they did the watch-along on ESPN, where they got the Manning brothers. If these NBA players, I said it with NFL players, right? You get 2 rivals, you sit them down and call it the what you call that? The cookout. What you call the cookout at the NFL games? And what you call it? Damn, tailgate.
Tailgating.
Right. You say, yo, this is the tailgate hangout. R-rated. You put 2, if you can't do it with the NBA 2. Anytime you have a marquee matchup, you get an old player from one team, you get an old player from another team, and just have them cursing the shit out of each other. X-rated. They drink some beer, and then they're on Twitch or YouTube. It would get millions of dollars. You just got to push it. But these dudes, they already made their millions. They don't need to do that.
They don't. And
the shows they're doing now at ESPN, in order to tap in with the younger market, dog, they might use iPhone and phone camera. So you using you using my phone to put me on TV and make your millions of dollars? I can do that myself.
Well, what's the name did it? What's the name? His podcast is booming right now.
But that's what I'm saying. If Paul Pierce wanted to, he could have done that. But Paul Pierce is like, I made my money. I'm good.
Yeah, he just enjoying his money, doing crazy stuff right now. So, but I was saying that, like, he kind of stayed true to the culture in a way.
I don't think so though, because, like, you might say true because it's not even standing up for your values, but there's a difference with staying true. If you can stay in a position, like, it's sewn around, but if you can stay in a position of power and make opportunities for other people, that also is staying true. Then, I'm going to stand on my grind. I'm a black man. I'm from the hood. I'm doing this. And then you get kicked out. Bro, where's your source of income now? So there's 2 ways to do it. That's my thought anyway. Like, there's the Stephen A. You can look at him as a sellout because he pushes some bad stories with a ton of good stories, or you do Paul Pierce. Hey, I'm not for the bullshit. I'm out of here. And then he not doing nothing. Paul Pierce hasn't been mentioned since that.
He loses his voice. Yeah, that voice, the platform is gone. So when he could Uncle Tom it a little bit and then shed some light on certain things.
Here's the difference, though. Look at Uncle Shay. That's the first time I would never forget. The first time I ever saw Black and Mild on TV, Uncle Shay had that in his ear. And I'm looking at
Yeah,
that like that is the blackest thing I ever heard. But he moved just like an uncle that you would see at a cookout. He ain't
yep.
never. I'm gonna be loud. I like my women. I like working out. I'm gonna talk how I talk. And eventually, they took over from First Take.
Yeah, they did. They did. They did.
Undisputed is now the show. Like people used to just run the First Take every day. Now it's
Yeah,
Undisputed.
I don't watch First Take. I watch Undisputed because guess
Right.
what? Like you said, Uncle Shay is a realist, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. So he stayed true, but he's in a position of power. And I'm behind the scenes. He handling what he need to handle.
Yeah.
You ain't never heard Uncle Shane anything. It's just like Shaq. Only thing you hear Shaq do is I'm doing another ad.
Yep. Shaq be on the set, they talking about serious issues and his head just down. Like he's like, I'm just trying to make it to the end of this show.
Listen, I ain't wrong with him. But yeah, we got way off topic. MVPs for this Ekball season, who we got?
I still got my money on Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. You think the best record gonna hold him over Mahomes? Mahomes boy is listen, that man different, dog.
Yeah, but he's lost 3 games.
And
bro, come on.
I think if Hurts was closer in stats to Mahomes boy, then I'd entertain it. But he's not been that good, dog. Like he's okay. But nah, I don't think so, man.
Gotta keep his name in there though.
Oh yeah, I think Hurts in the top 3. Just like I feel like third would be Tyreek Hill because he's just that nasty. That's to me. Like, I'm a casual fan. Anybody else that want to correct me, y'all hit the 1M IG. You know what I mean? But I feel like Tyreek Hill because everybody was like, "Oh, you leaving Mahomes? You going to Miami? You ain't gonna be doing nothing." And he's by far the yards leader in the NFL. So clearly, it wasn't Mahomes. And he worth every dollar. So yeah, I still have Mahomes up there. And to close out because it's been a while. Where you out for the?
Hold on, me have to touch upon like a college football a little bit.
Nah, no. We already over an hour. I'm not. Nah, fuck college football. I'm not doing that.
I'm just giving a mention to Mr. Prime. He just moved he just took a new job.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we can speak on that. Okay, what's your thoughts? Because I have mine as well.
He did everything he could have done at the Jackson State program, and I feel like he left people there to continue the tradition, and he got to go to a bigger program where he's getting more TV time and people seeing what he's doing to really know that, yo, I'm real. I'm not just doing this because I'm Prime and I could do it. You know what I mean? He's really putting in work. He's really changing these young men. You know what I mean?
Brother, no, some of what I'm saying is not facts. Some of what I'm saying I ain't look into. But he went to Jackson State. He's the first one that I can recall, a player of his stature, a legend of his stature.
To go to a HBCU.
Right. And he went there and he wasn't even taking his full salary. He was dedicating half of it back to the program to try to build it up. Right? He's now getting 5 times what he made over that time period. Mind you, in that time period, he went through the pandemic. Yep. Unprecedented, something you never heard. So every team did a Bobo funding before that. So on top of that, this team had no funding and they went through the pandemic. So I feel like personally, there are people that were calling him, as we mentioned, Uncle Tom and all of this and that third, and that he sold. There were so many comments that he sold out.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that to that man. No,
how long was he supposed to stay there?
No, he did. This is the right time. He gave them 3 years.
How long was he supposed to stay there?
Bro, I'm surprised he stayed this season. I thought he was gonna put his son in the. I thought he was gonna make his son go to the
But
draft.
I could not understand the comments. And at the end of the day, you try when you build something to leave it. Like there was no point in time, and that's the funny thing about it. There's no point in time that he could have left would people have not called him a sellout. That there's nothing
Bro,
he could have done. Like if he was there for 10 years
bro,
and then
that
he
man
left.
want everything with that program. What is it there for him to do?
He
Because
brought facilities, he brought attention, he
he
brought
brought
marketing.
sponsorship.
He
Exactly. He
like
turned that town. He turned that town into a destination for football. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
I built
So
an entire profile for a program. Let me go get some money. And here's the funny thing about it, which is so hilarious. He only signed a 1-year deal.
yeah, because he brought his son with him to Colorado.
No, right. But it's only a 1-year deal. So who is them to say that he was just like, all right, for 1 year, I'm going to build a profile on my son so he can go, get his best chance to make it to the NFL because that's his dream.
Exactly.
Make it to the NFL. And then he's like, well, I made 5. Now I can go back to another HBCU or back to Jackson and build it up a different way.
No,
No. What I'm saying is people are quick to call him a sellout and his story isn't finished. We don't know what he's going to do next.
Exactly.
That was my problem. It was just like he did so much, but he's making a move. Yeah, he's getting paid more money because these other places have more money. So how dare you?
If you notice what he did, and this is to end it off, because like you said, we went over the hour. He started from high school. Now, whether or not how it started versus how it turned out, because he probably just went to high school because his son was there and he's trying to turn his son into the best athlete possible, right? But he turned that program around, and a lot of young boys benefited from his teachings, his coaching, and the way he's. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he took all them little boys under his wing. He took all them little boys under his wing, like they were all his sons, bro. And then he did the same. He made the same step from high school to, and it's been a winning program from high school all the way up.
The move that Prime did is what I hope it was a move to set a precedent. Now I'm hoping there's other legends that will make a similar move. But sometimes you're not starting something to see the end of it. You're starting something to, you know what I mean, to be the first. Yeah. I'm not trying to be the last. I'm just trying to be the first. He's the first one. Now you got to look at all the other legends and say, yo, what y'all doing?
Exactly. Well,
what y'all doing?
And enjoying your money.
The same way I'm looking at him, you bring up Paul Pierce. Hey, Paul Pierce, you can't go to one of these teams, these college teams, and do something. You can't go be an assistant coach for a little bit, then go to one of these schools and build it up. It's the same problem we got with Jamaica. Yo, Jamaica, a lot of y'all legends, anytime anything I go by to with JFF or whatever, y'all quick to curse this person out and this, that, and the third. Yo, step up.
Some of these old boys, we got one on TV that nobody don't even know that he played for Jamaica. What are you talking about?
But that's what I'm saying. You will see them on TV. Again, I don't know the scope of everything they do, but for people to be calling out Prime for doing this, I was just
I got mad respect for Prime, bro. 1000% respect for that man. That man, he's like, people could say, oh, he's doing it for his son, but a lot of young black boys is benefited from what he's doing, bro.
Listen, man, I fully respect it, but as we said, it's been a while though. We ain't do it in a minute. What's the vibe we're gonna leave the people them with this week?
Joshy, just a new tune named God in Charge. Just I probably that Prime I tell the people them, yo, God is in charge, man. You know?
The Christmas song that?
I know, well, I like Christmas. It's just a like a vibe, you know? Just because a long time we not give a vibe and Joshy are doing thing. So get a listen on YouTube there. God in charge.
For me, I go hip hop. Metro Boomin released a new album. And I have a song on there we named Trance with Travis Scott and Young Thug. That's a vibe. You have drive, you have the car, it's cool. So windows up. It's a nice hip hop song. Just a vibe. Just a vibe, easy bill. Thank you again for everybody that will be listening. Make sure to follow the One Name IG, like the video on YouTube when we put it up, like it on Apple, go back again on Spotify, like it on Spotify,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
share it all over the place.
Make it grow. Make it grow. Make
Yeah,
it
man, share
grow.
share the video all over the place and just help build the community and the vibe. We should have some, what do you say, stickers should be forwarding soon. We might have shirts in the 2023. Listen, man, we are trying to build the thing, grow the thing, Jamaican Sport Podcast. Any last word for the people, them?
Brazil.
Brazil and Tite. One.
One.